The football is at the 38. The Cowboys at the line of scrimmage with their set of receivers in a bunch formation. Three-step drop. Tony Romo uncorks the long pass. That's his 5th catch of the day.
You throw it deep for a lot of reasons. One, you're hoping for the big play, maybe a touchdown, but also you got to think about interference. You can get that a lot of times, but that was a nice throw and catch.
Breaking huddle at the 5. Let's see how they back up the big play here. The quarterback motions the wide receiver.
You see the linebackers moving? What they're trying to do is confuse the quarterback.
6 for the Cowboys. McFadden's 5th rushing touchdown of the season. An extra point is good. Let's go now to Danielle Bellini, who has the injury update.
Guys, I had a chance to speak with a Falcons team official. He does have an upper body injury of some kind, but guys, it doesn't appear to be a big concern. The medical staff's cleared him to return as soon as he feels ready. Back to you.
The Falcons offense back on the field, trying to make up for that costly mistake. The last time they had the ball, the turnover they committed immediately turned into points against them.
Yeah, it did, Jim, but you know what? It's not a perfect game. You got to deal with adversity when you're talking about football. So you made that mistake, let it go, and go out there, be aggressive, and see if you can score some points. Sometimes when you have a player with this kind of talent, you're willing to put up with a few drop passes because when he catches it, he has a chance of going all the way.
Second and 10. Freeman's going to secure the football on the toss. Third down. Lions alone in the backfield.
Now he's going to change the play and look out. I think he's going to go down the field with the football.
Gets it out for the completion. Hardy's marked down at the 27. Halftime is coming up, but first we reach the 2-minute warning. Let's see what they do on first down following that huge play. Matt Ryan from the shotgun. Looking long. It's now second down. Press coverage all the way. Plenty of defensive backs out on the field for this one. Looking at every option. Jones has got it. First down.
You know, you go to the hurry-up offense so you can get a high number of plays in, but also you don't want to use the timeout.
Slashes to the left side. Jenkins there to make the stop.
The Falcons have really been dominant today on the offensive side. In the red zone now, they just take the football and they run it right at the defense and pick up solid yards.
Second and 2 coming up.
D-line is shifting inside. They're pinching. I think they're expecting to run up the middle.
The Falcons are giving ground, but if they can make a stop here inside the 10, it'll be interesting to see what happens on fourth down.
Yeah, well, listen, the offense has to find a way to score on this play here, get into the end zone, and get back into this football game. Who are they going to give it to? A running back, or are they going to try and trick the defense and throw the football?
First and goal from the 4. Tammy's touchdown. This game is tight. And that touchdown should restore quite a bit of their confidence. They're not too far off the lead now.
Well, they're a confident team usually, but the way they were playing today, you could tell they were down in the dumps, not showing much emotion, but that has changed around. They are excited and ready to play.
And as he takes a knee, Romo will now bring his offense onto the field. The Cowboys are having a very good day of it offensively, but still, they have not been able to put this game out of reach, Phil.
Well, the defense is struggling. That's why, Jim. And, you know, that's okay. Some days, one side of the football is going to struggle more than the other side. So right now, it's up to the offense to keep being aggressive and keep scoring points.
After the incomplete pass, it brings up second down. The Falcons go with the dime formation here on defense. That's dropped by Bryant, who couldn't bring it in.
Long way to go in this game. No reason to panic right now, and I don't think the offense will. They'll call a nice conservative play here.
It'll be third down.
They're changing things here. The quarterback changing. He's giving the receiver some new instructions.
And that's Trufant, who almost had the interception.
The Cowboys don't have a lot of options on third and long situations. The pass goes incomplete, and the defense did a good job of staying back there and not giving up the deep throw.
This will be a fair catch by Hester. The Falcons have kept this game close with a tremendous offensive output, while their defense has struggled throughout. If you said before the game they'd have this many points at this stage and still be trailing, I'm sure nobody would have believed you.
No, they probably wouldn't, because they expect a lot out of their defense. But the defense is having an awful day. Well, it's time for the offense to pick them up and just go out there and keep playing well.
The corners are going to meet the receivers right on the line of scrimmage. Empty backfield look for Ryan here. 1st and 10. And incomplete as Jones can't hold on.
So many times when you drop a football in the NFL, a pass like that, it's because of lack of concentration. You're just not serious about what you're doing.
At the line of scrimmage, the 41. Second down and 10. Ryan over to Jones. And in for the touchdown. Boy, things suddenly feel a lot different as that touchdown ties things, Phil, right before the intermission.
Oh, yeah, it just changes everything. It puts one team in a funk because they let the other team tie it up. And, of course, when you're the team that's behind and you score that touchdown to tie it up before halftime, man, that makes you feel great.
Bryant's going to test the coverage here. Barrels ahead. Able to move past the 20 and brought down at the 23. The Cowboys offense is on the field, hoping to erase the memory of their last drive, which was completely unproductive, a quick 3-and-out.
Yeah, it was. I don't know if they can erase this defense. This defense is pretty good. We saw that in the last drive, and they got good players, and they're pretty excited, so this is going to be tough on the offense. Incompletion by the quarterback that time. It was good, tight, man-to-man coverage.
This will most likely be the final play before the half ends. Takes a knee. The only thing that could stop these offenses, halftime. We've reached it in a high-scoring affair. All tied up. Larry Ridley is coming up next with all the highlights. Bryant's running this one out. Just across the 20 and tackled at the 21. The Cowboys offense will try to set the pace early here in the second half with this game tied, Phil.
Yeah, they're going to try to set the pace, but listen, on the other side, this defense is aggressive. It's tough. I think the defense is going to get after them and maybe cause a turnover right here.
Looking across the middle, the Cowboys get a first down. They're going to the hurry. throws. Going back to the air on this play. Got hit on release. Second and 10. To the ground. Still on his feet. And they are in on McFadden.
This has got to be a blitz. Look how everybody's crowding the line of scrimmage.
Let's go. Incomplete. Almost going in the other direction. Just out of the half, and it looks like the defensive adjustments in the locker room worked out.
I don't know if it's the adjustments, Jim, or just the fact that they were embarrassed by the way they played in the first half.
And he heads to the sidelines, out of bounds. The Falcons offense looks unstoppable. Touchdown drives the last 2 times they've had it. Here they go again, Phil.
Yeah, they've been very good, Jim. They're taking advantage of situations and scoring touchdowns, and we know that's what you must do. If you don't get these touchdowns, what happens later in the game always comes back to bite you.
Getting set as fast as they can. Ryan takes it from the gun. Roddy White on the receiving end. That's reception number 4 for him. Falcons have been involved in a highly competitive game here today, and it's been their passing attack that has come through. Ryan's had a strong performance, and it's why this game is tied up at this point.
Yeah, a couple of things you want to talk about this game so far here today. The quarterback has been outstanding. He's made good decisions, but the offensive line, my gosh, they are giving him time, and he is taking advantage of it.
They're going to the hurry. Back to the line now. Ryan's got it in the gun. Tammy the target. Tackle's made, and the first down is picked up.
Well, if you guard the tight end close, sometimes that doesn't matter. They're so big and they got long arms, they can still make the catch. Quarterbacks give them a chance, they get it done.
Ryan's now completed 4 in a row. For this play, they'll go with 2 tight ends. First down at the 42. To the sideline and complete.
That time it was an easy completion for the quarterback on the play-action pass, and it fools the defense because look how aggressive the offensive line is. They sold the play to the defense, and the quarterback took advantage.
The Falcons will take the snap from the 40. Tosses the football. Rodgers tackled down after a gain of 7.
When you run the football like this and you show toughness, there is no doubt when you fake it and try to throw the football down the field, the quarterback's going to have all day to get it done.
Here's the handoff. And the flag comes out. The defense accepts the penalty.
The Cowboys defensive coordinator, my gosh, he is one happy guy. Anytime you get in the backfield and stop a runner and make him lose yards, that's some good stuff.
Freeman's lined up now as the running back behind the quarterback. Jones got it, and a first. The offense heads to the line for the 7th play of the drive. Playing press coverage to the outside. The Falcons will take the snap from the 25. Searching for space to the right. They come to the line at the 24. Falcons at the line of scrimmage. Split backfield. 2nd and 9. The hit knocks the ball out incomplete.
Good timing by the defensive player that time. He gets to the receiver just as the football is getting there and makes the hit, knocks that football loose.
3rd down on the way. Coleman split out wide on the right. Midway into the 3rd. Throws the pass. Over the middle and incomplete that time. Bryant set now to attempt the field goal. And he puts it through for 3. Halfway through the third quarter, and now they own the lead thanks to this successful kick.
Yeah, Jim, when you get the lead somewhere in middle third quarter, that's when you start thinking about managing the game. How can we get to the end and still have the lead?
Butler's brought down at the 21. The Cowboys bringing their offense onto the field. It wasn't a very productive possession for them last time out, partner. They ended up punting.
Well, you know what it was? It was a good filling out process. So they got some knowledge by watching the defense and what defenses they tried on them. So you got to take advantage of that knowledge and come out here and make some plays.
Here's the handoff and no running. That last running play was good for only a yard, so it's 2nd down and 9. Surveys. To Williams. Pass is made, but the hit knocks the ball out. Incomplete.
That's interesting. As you watch the receiver trying to make that catch, he knew the defender was close. So he didn't put all of his heart into it. The defender made a nice hit and knocks the football out to the ground.
3rd and 9. And they bring down the quarterback, and it's a 3-and-out for the offense. They're in punting formation. Hester's going to try and return this punt. That's a gain of 6. The Falcons retake the field on offense. They just piled up the yardage the last time they had it, but walked away with only 3.
Yeah, but you got to feel good about it. They had a long march. They did a lot of good things on the offensive side. The offensive line performed well. And to march the football that far and kick a field goal, you got to feel good about it.
And it's swatted away.
Well, but there's man-to-man coverage on the defensive side. And the defense does a job like this where they are covering those receivers. There is nothing a quarterback can do except that, throw another incomplete pass.
Looks like they're in press coverage here. Look at Tyrone Crawford with the sack.
Well, that's a sign of a good defense. When you can sack the quarterback, when you're just rushing the defensive lineman, you don't need any tricks, you don't need any blitzes. Man, that's talent.
Loss of 5 on the play. 3rd and forever. Carr nearly came away with the pick.
The Falcons put themselves in a situation where the defense has all the advantage. They know the pass probably has to go down the field on 3rd and long, and they were ready for it.
Bryant's brought down after picking up 11 on this play. That return's good for about 11. The Cowboys found themselves in an action-packed first half all around, but certainly hasn't been the case here in the second half.
Yeah, why did they change? My gosh, it worked so good in the first half. You got to come out, stay aggressive. In this league, it's about scoring and just keep the pedal to the metal.
Stands in the pocket. Running room.
Cowboys just picked up a big first down that time, Jim. When you're down in the second half, every first down is crucial. Nice job that time by the offense.
First down on the way. Makes the catch.
When you play zone coverage, the quarterback might have to hold the football just a little longer. But these guys nowadays, when you play zone, they know how to throw and catch and get it done.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
2nd and 4. McFadden makes the catch. to a minute to go in the third quarter. And a first down play coming up. They're back at the line after that catch for a first down. Williams with the catch. Second down coming up. Press coverage all the way. Williams had it, but couldn't hold on as this goes incomplete.
Got to give this secondary credit. In this passing league now, it's hard to make plays, but a good play there and another incomplete pass.
So after that last incompletion, it is 3rd and 3.
Let's go.
McFadden on the receiving end. And that's a gain of 9.
The Cowboys, good job that time moving the chains, picking up that first down. And, Jim, of course, there's no time to panic in a situation like this. I think they know that. It's in the second half. You're down just a few points. Just keep looking for ways to get another first down, and that'll serve your team well.
And this is dropped.
These receivers in the NFL, they are so good now. Anytime you see a drop pass, it's almost always the one reason. They took their eyes off the football before it got there.
Let's go.
Doesn't like what he sees on the defensive side, so he is changing the play to the receivers by giving him hand signals.
Following that incompletion, it sets up 3rd and 10. The Cowboys get set at the line, needing to get to the 22 for a first. Quick drop back. Scans the field to Williams.
The Cowboys did a good job that time picking up the first down. Let's look at the situation. You're behind in the second half. You keep looking to pick up those first downs, and you get enough of them. What does it do? Pretty simple. It leads to a score. Jim, when you get inside the other team's red zone, inside the 20-yard line, and you're down some points, you're thinking touchdown in these situations.
The final quarter begins. Ball is out. They recover their own fumble.
Nice job by the offense that time, even though they fumbled the football, quick enough and smart enough to get on it right away.
That is play number 10 on this drive. The Falcons with 2 extra defensive backs in the dime. And nobody was going to catch him there. Touchdown. And they've got an early fourth quarter lead after that touchdown.
Yeah, I know it's early in the fourth quarter, but that is a big deal. When you talk about the fourth quarter, that's when players start looking at the clock and how much time is left in the game. And, of course, that goes without saying. So do coaches.
Hester's going to run this one out. Gets out past the 20 and brought down at the 24. The Falcons offense coming back onto the field here, desperately trying to avoid a repeat of their last drive when they had the quick 3 and out.
I'll tell you what, if they go 3 and out again, you know what's going to happen? Those defensive players are going to be looking at them as they come off the field. You put this back out there already, so it's important to get a drive, give your defense a little rest. Well, sometimes when you have a talented receiver, you just got to put up with plays like that. He might drop a few, but when he does catch it, they can make a big play. When you see linebackers moving around like this, that means they're probably going to blitz.
2nd down and 10. The Falcons now move the chains.
The Falcons look pretty confident out there on the field, don't they? And they're very calm, and they should be. That first down, they're right in this game. Don't look down the field for that big play. Just keep marching.
First down at the 38. Pass is intercepted. Well, we were due for one of these after all the fireworks we had seen offensively. A great defensive play here early in the fourth quarter.
I'm so surprised it took so long. They got good players on the defensive side, but, hey, they finally got their act together, and they stopped that offense with that interception. The quarterback's picked up on something. He's changing the play here.
Looking middle that time, and it's incomplete.
Well, the quarterback that time tried to squeeze it into tight coverage, but no can do. The coverage is too good, and the football falls incomplete.
Get ready. Get ready. Press 30 up.
Second and 10. And he makes the catch. No, the ball comes out. The ball is knocked out of his hands. It's third down coming up.
Look out here. They're going to blitz. They're all packing the line of scrimmage.
Get ready.
To Williams. Incomplete. And this is going to be a 3-and-out. And now, Phil, with this final period underway, we get something we haven't seen all that often. A third down stop to get an offense off the field.
Yeah, the offenses have been spectacular out here today, but finally the defense said we have had enough, and they got it done on third down.
Hester's taken down at the 26. That return's good for about 7. The Falcons' last possession ended painfully with a pick. And I wonder how they're going to handle the football this time around, Phil.
Well, listen, I think they'll handle it a little differently, no doubt. I thought it was a bad call on the interception. It just put the quarterback and the offense in such a bad situation, and they were not able to overcome that. Good anticipation that time by the defender. He gets to the receiver just as the football's arriving, and he makes a beautiful hit to knock the football loose.
Falcons come out in a bunch set. Second down and 10. Hankerson with the grab. And they bring him down at the 44-yard line.
The Falcons just picked up a big first down that time, Jim. When you're down in the second half, every first down is crucial. Nice job that time by the offense.
They'll run it here. And that'll gain just a few yards.
Defense wasn't fooled by that play call. The defense, even though their team is leading, they were ready for the run, and they stopped the offense that time just for a couple yards.
Ryan from the gun. Comes away with it. The Falcons still trail, but as we look at the passing numbers, it's hard to find much fault with them. Ryan's led his team on the field today and has posted some very impressive numbers.
Yeah, the offense has been sharp, and I'll say this, in the NFL, if you're trying to make a comeback, the easiest way to do it is to do it with a hot quarterback and an offense that's clicking on all cylinders.
All set up now at the 21. First down here after the completion.
The quarterback, he's changing the play with the wide receiver with those hand signals.
Tammy's Atlanta in the end zone. Touchdown. And a second touchdown on the game. Makes the PAT. The Falcons now ready to kick the football down the field. Butler's going to test the coverage this time. And the tackle's made right around the 25-yard line. The Cowboys offense failed to muster a single first down the last time they had it. Let's see if their offense this time can create a few sparks.
Well, you know, the coaches were upset at them when they went to the sideline, so the sense of urgency is there. You should be fired up, and I expect a better drive this time.
That last running play was good for only a yard, so it's second down and 9. Time for the hurry-up offense. Gets the handle here. Keeps his legs moving.
The Cowboys, good job that time moving the chains, picking up that first down. And, Jim, of course, there's no time to panic in a situation like this. I think they know that. It's in the second half. You're down just a few points. Just keep looking for ways to get another first down, and that'll serve your team well.
Another handoff right back to him. That's a timeout by the defense. Second down.
Defense is crowding the line of scrimmage. They're trying to confuse the quarterback.
Get ready. Get ready.
Got a flag. Look at that concentration as he makes the grab. That penalty is, of course, going to be accepted by the defense. The Cowboys will take the snap from the 25. Looking to go down the field here. Third catch today so far.
The Cowboys did a good job that time picking up the first down. Let's look at the situation. You're behind in the second half. You keep looking to pick up those first downs, and you get enough of them. What does it do? Pretty simple. It leads to a score.
Moore's completion percentage, 50% on the day. The Cowboys snap it at the 41. Picks up about 5. Timeout called by the defensive unit. After running it, it's second down.
Let's go. Let's go.
Moore's going to take off with it. Catch made. Brought down at the 32.
You can only take what the defense gives you. Even though the offense is down here in the fourth quarter, they throw it short. That was a smart play.
The line of scrimmage, the 32-yard line. Time is running out. The defense knows it's playing with the lead, but doing whatever it can to just try to run out the clock. The Cowboys from the 32. Handoff out of the I formation.
Big first down by the offense that time. Here in the second half, they're losing a close game, and you get that first down. It just gives you confidence. It opens up the playbook, and it just gives you a better chance of going down the field and getting the score.
Line of scrimmage, the 27. 2 minutes remaining, and you're watching the NFL on EA Sports. First down, pressure on every snap now. Just about 2 minutes to go, and the defense knows it needs to make one last stop to end it.
Quarterback likes what he sees out there outside. He's changing the play with the wide receiver.
Witten's touchdown, Dallas Cowboys. In the final moments, they score the touchdown to take the lead late in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, it's a nice drive, and it was exciting to watch. Now, can the defense go out there and hold on to keep this game where it is?
Hester will run this one out. And the tackle's made right around the 26-yard line. The Falcons now ready to take over again on offense. They were successful on their previous drive, getting the ball all the way to the end zone. I'm sure they're looking for more of the same right now.
Oh, absolutely. That's what you always want. You want to find your way to the end zone, and so many people contributed on that last drive, and you've got to give the coaches a lot of credit for putting the players in excellent position.
Falcons snap it up at the 26. Quiz Rogers with the reception. Every play is huge now. Second down on the way.
Managing that clock, such a big deal in the NFL. That's why they're hurrying up. Don't use that timeout. Keep those timeouts because that is going to maybe give you a chance to win the game. The Falcons look pretty confident out there on the field, don't they? And they're very calm, and they should be. That first down, they're right in this game. Don't look down the field for that big play. Just keep marching.
The Falcons continue to find themselves in games that come down to the wire. A week ago, they secured a victory, but they trail in this one right now, partner.
In the NFL, your whole season really evolves around how you play in the close games. If you don't perform well in the close games, you're not going to go to the playoffs.
The offense is set at the line for the first down after that completion. Launching it deep. Oh, the receiver turns around and defends the pass and takes away what would have been a pick. The Falcons head to the line. They've got one timeout left in the game. Two tight ends on the field here. That's White with the catch from Ryan. Now on first down. Every snap crucial the rest of the way.
Good job by the offense here. Hustle up, get that football snap, conserve time, and most of all, conserve that timeout. Those are big down the stretch. There is no decision to make in a situation like this. Under 2 minutes, the clock is running. You take a quarterback sack. Look how long it's taken them to get back in formation to try to run the next play.
Intercepted. Ryans has got to be hanging his head after that series. Here he was attempting the last gasp heroics, trying to take him down to win the game. Instead, he throws the interception.
Sometimes as a quarterback, you cannot be afraid to fail. And that's how he acted on the field that time. He was aggressive in his decisions. He was trying to win the game, and it just didn't work out.
Takes a knee. Falcons stop the clock in a hurry, trying to hold on to every precious second. Takes a knee. This is third down. The Cowboys need to get to the 43 to pick up a first. The quarterback unable to get the play off in time, and that'll be a 5-yard penalty for delay of game. On the way, third down. Takes a knee. It was a nail-biter. It wasn't pretty, but it goes down as a victory.
It's even sweeter when you win a close game in the league because you know how hard it is. And to make that one play, that was the difference. Whew, a lot of joy in the locker room.
So for Phil Simms and all the crew at EA Sports, Jim Nance saying so long for now.